we are out here. Me and my helper. This is the shop cat. We have house cats, and then we have shop cats and barn cats. Saved us some money by spending a ton of money. We saved a little bit of money. Well, good morning. Welcome back to Balfour Farm. I'm out here checking the hay that I'm about to cut. So the video you're about to see is a video of, or it's going to be pieces of a video of me fixing the baler. So, or at least I hope I fixed the baler. I have it all put back together. I put new bearings in it and put a new belt on it. And it was quite the project. So thought it would take about a day, maybe 2 at the most. And it took 5. So it wasn't 5 full days of working on it. I had to milk cows and do chores and things like that. All the other things that are done on the farm. Boy, the hay looks nice here. So it was about 5 half days that I worked on it, but either way, it was way longer than I thought it would take. And then there was, I don't know, the 25 trips to the parts store. So it's windy out today. Hopefully you can hear this, but the tricky part of the baler is I fixed it. I put it all back together. I really hope it's good. The trouble is you really don't know if it's going to work until you take it out and bale it. In order to bale it, you need to first cut hay and have it ready to go. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with the baler. But anyway, we're going to get to mowing this and get it done. There's a couple hours of mowing here anyway. So when I started videoing the video you're about to see here about fixing the baler, I didn't expect it was going to take a lot of time. And I looked back and I think, I don't know, there's a couple hours of video. So I'll show you just little bits and pieces of fixing it. It turned into being a real disaster. We eventually got it done, but it wasn't much fun. A lot of things were rusted, a lot of things broke, came apart hard, and it wasn't just on the baler. So it was several issues, but it's all back together. Should work, I hope. So the bearing that we need to replace on the baler, it's in the middle of the baler. So climb up the baler, up and over. So that silver roller down in there, that in there is the bad one. Odds are the other side isn't very good either. So, but we need to take that whole roller out. That roller has to come up about here so I can access the ends of it. What you do is you put your ratchet through here and it would get to the bolt that's on the end of that roller. So the end of that big long spring is, that's still warm, is threaded. So this is how you take the tension off it, supposedly. The trouble is, you can see here, I've heated it up, sprayed it with WD-40, and can't get that to move at all with an impact or anything. So almost thinking I probably should have just left this, soaked it down with WD-40 and let it sit overnight, but I don't know, really want to try and get this at least started tonight and get it taken apart. All right, so this is either going to be a brilliant idea or a terribly stupid idea, but I'll show you what I did here. I've brought the tractor over and got a chain wrapped around the roller into the fork to try and lift it up. That was a dumb idea. I'm actually going to wind up doing just the opposite of what I'd hoped to do by doing that. So, on to a different plan. All right, so if you look at something long enough, it doesn't get done. But I did come up with a better idea. So what I've been worried about is that last one, when I pounded the bolt through with a punch, this spring is under tension and it goes down. And my main concern was that if I couldn't loosen up the adjuster on the other end, I wouldn't be able to lift this back up to line up this hole so that I could get this bolt to go through. But after thinking about it, this piston here is hydraulic, and it has a lot of play where I can actually, if I hook a tractor to it where I can release the pressure on the piston, I can actually pry this piston back down quite a bit. And it has a lot of play here in this slot. Maybe I can't. That's a dumb idea too. All right, that's it. I quit for the night. Yeah, I had a great idea and it was working great. It was I ran a chain up through there and I put it around the fork and was using it to pull it down, and it was just about right. I got off to take that bolt out and had it right where it needed to be, and then this broke. The fork snapped right off, busted the welds. Yeah, one more thing to fix tomorrow. So, but tonight I'm done. I quit. I'll get back to this in the morning, and I'm gonna soak those bolts down one more time with WD-40 tonight, and if they don't come off in the morning, they get the Sawzall and metal blade treatment. So we'll zip these right off in there somewhere, and take the spring out, and go find some new bolts and put it back together. So I'm done messing around. All right. Well, I said I was done for the night, but I kept going. Hate to end the night defeated. So I heated it up, put heat to it for, I don't know, a good half an hour, and can't get it to budge. So I'm gonna cut it. Look how easy that comes out now. Got the spring out, and I'll have to take that in the shop tomorrow and try and, I don't know, put a big pipe wrench on it and get the piece out of there so I can put a new bolt in it. But for tonight it's done, and I am done. Man, there's like nothing holding it on there.
Something's holding it on there.
Yeah, there shouldn't be anything holding it on there. That's what it is. It's warm still.
Ta-da!
Oh yeah, just like magic.
Yeah.
I can make that look like it took 2 seconds on the video.
Bippity boppity boo.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said when I was taking it off. That was the easy part.
That was the easy part?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
The easy part. Oh, I do.
So what's holding that in now that if it's both ends are off?
The shaft stuck through the bearing.
You have to get that end off too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that other shaft
This is
part?
the problem. No bearing in there. That's the way it was when I took it out.
That one looks even rustier than the other one did.
Yep. Here if I can.
Although I came in after you had been banging on the other one, probably knocked all the rust off.
Boy, I'm dirty. All right, it's been a few hours here. I've been out here working on the baler. Videoed a little bit of it, but slow going, really slow going. So got the roller that had the bad bearing. It's been taken out of the baler, and now I need to try and get the shaft out. One of the bearings had completely destructed, so it was gone, so didn't have to worry about taking that out at least. The other one was, it was still no good, but it was in here, and it's tough to get out. I'll show you what I'm doing here. So this is the shaft here. It's yeah, it's stuck right in there, and been trying to pound it out, so hasn't really worked very well, but I'm gonna try and heat it up here and see if that works. So got this brand new shiny vise here. I just put that in today because last night when I was working on this, I'll show you. This was my old vise here. Yeah, I went to tighten up, I think it was a spring that I had, that spring assembly, and yeah, cracked it, busted it right in two, so got a new vise today. All right, well, we're back out here. This is day 3, I think, of we are out here. Me and my helper. This is the shop cat. We have house cats, and then we have shop cats and barn cats. This is the shop cat. Anyway, this is the 3rd day of working on this. I think at some point I had said we're just gonna be a nuisance. So I think at some point we had said it would be or it said it'd probably only take me a day to fix this, and here I am for 3 days now, and hasn't been 3 full days, but 3 days nonetheless, and probably maybe halfway done. That would be hopeful, but we'll see. But I'm gonna try and get at least the bearings put in this roller today, so at the very minimum. So the issue I had yesterday was trying to get this shaft to go through the bearing. I cut the collar to it all to pieces and couldn't get it to move. And what I finally came up with is I think that this shaft was probably mushroomed out a little bit from not running right. So I took the grinder, ground it all down, and I'm hoping that this now will slide through there. The trouble is I can't really push on this without like taking the chance of mushrooming it more, or damaging the thread somehow or the end of the shaft. So what I've come up with is I'm going to take a bolt and put it in here, and then hopefully drive on this to get it to go through. That's the plan anyway. Oh, it is so close to the end there. Boards aren't holding up very well, but I think maybe a couple more hits, I'm hoping they'll do it. Well, we finally got it, and this is what we've been working at for so long. It was trying to get this shaft that runs down through the middle of that tube out of there. It's that's been a challenge, just one of many. So one of the lucky parts, I guess, if you could look at any of it being lucky, is a bearing. They're usually pretty difficult to get out, and this one's already out. It actually fell out when I took the roller out of the baler. So I don't have to worry too much about that one. But the other side, it's much lighter now that the everything's out of it. Yeah, so now the difficult part is getting this out, but hoping I have an okay fix for this, but we'll find out. So the next thing we need to do is get this piece here out, and what it looks like is it looks like this. This is from the other end. This is the one that actually fell out, You can see how it's discolored. There was a lot of heat there. But anyway, we got to hoping the slide hammer works on this one. I really can't, I don't want to take the chance of trying to cut that out of there. There is a trick to get them out if I can't get it out with the slide hammer. You can actually clean this up. There's a little groove in there where the ball bearings will sit. And you can take a arc welder and run a bead of weld on the inside of that, and what it does is it heats the bearing up to the point where it'll actually fall out. I'm hoping we don't have to do that. This would just be a bit easier if I can get it out, but we'll give it a go and see. Ow. That smushes your finger. Yeah, I don't think this is going to work, so we're going to have to resort to the other plan. We'll hit it with the arc welder and heat it up, try and get it out of there. All right, so the idea behind this is not to actually weld anything. It's to go in here and leave a bead on the piece that we want to remove. So we're going to try and, well, it doesn't necessarily even have to be a bead, but we're just trying to put a little bit of weld on here. And what it does is it heats up the piece that we want to remove. So this usually works really well. I actually got this, the guy that sells me the parts at the baler place is the one that told me how to do this originally many years ago. But we're going to give this a go, and normally it works. Hopefully it works this time. I hope this works, as in the past, but that doesn't mean anything today, so. Whew. Oy. Do not want to touch it. Don't want to touch that with bare hands, I'll tell you that. Anyway, finally got it. 3 days into this project, and I'm finally ready to start putting new parts back in it. So what we've got here is a bearing, and then there's a dust collar that goes in there. So when I bought this from the parts guy from down at the equipment dealer, he said to make sure I put some grease in this. So put some grease in, stick it on there, just keeps it spinning better. Then it has this locking collar, which will lock it onto the shaft. Good trick for putting in the old bearing, or the new bearing, is to use the old piece of the bearing if you still have it. And it's the same diameter. I need a bigger hammer. There we go. One side is all done. So we still need to do the other side, and then we'll put the shaft through and these on, and then the locking collars. But we'll get the other bearing done first.
I don't know. Does it look good?
I guess so. Good enough.
Is it gonna work?
What kind of question is that?
Well, given the last week, it's a valid question.
Yeah. Well, truth. Day 4 of this project.
Is that all?
4 here. That's it.
No, because it's more than that. It's like day 8, because I went and got your parts last Wednesday.
I didn't start it until after.
Doesn't it counts? You already identified it. The project started when you identified it was broken.
Identified the problem. Yeah.
Yes.
It was. I feel like I should have put an engine in something, or I don't know, rebuilt something from scratch for a amount of time.
Probably seems like you did. Oh, let's see what kind of something you did. So this is the bearing on either end. They were both toast or just one and you did them both?
I did them both.
You didn't want to have to do this again
I
shortly?
did not want to have to take this apart again.
No?
No. I think these are probably the original bearings, so
Well, they certainly looked old enough.
30 years, so if these last 30 years,
We'll be
good.
golden.
huh?
I hope they do.
I'll be golden.
You'll be golden. You come fix my milk crate so I can get down. I don't think I want to jump down onto that.
No.
Well, it's sideways. Are you going to catch me?
Yes, I'll catch you, dear.
You're darling.
Yes, and something like that. Just been out here and running the baler after I fixed it, and everything worked fine, which I was really happy to see because, yeah, I mowed down, I guess, I may not have even showed it, but I mowed 30 acres of hay anyway, second cut hay. Maybe I did. I can't even remember what I've videoed and what I haven't, but it's been a long process, so took a long time to fix it, and but it worked, and I baled up this one field of ours today, and I have 2 more to... Yeah, so I wanted to show you that the baler did work, and actually worked really good. So but this has been a long day, so I'm gonna go hook up the hay wagon, haul these bales back. I'm gonna wrap them tomorrow morning, and they're mostly dry anyway, so won't hurt them sitting overnight. But and then tomorrow it'll be the end of haying for 2023, and I am so happy about that. When did we get done today?
Oh, I don't know. What was it? There was something.
Something.
It was a big something. It was a very important something.
The last of the hay?
It could have been. I do believe it was.
Very last day of 2023 hay.
Yes, and then on to other things.
Like firewood.
You need to spread manure.
We need to spread
Rid of
manure.
the pile.
We have to build a pig barn.
Oh, that. Yeah. Something about that too.
Pigs will have somewhere to live this winter.
Little things. Just a couple little things to finish before the end of the year.
Have to move that grain bin that we bought from Hannah's.
Yes, she still has that over there. We should probably get it out of our way. We put that up and move it. We have to move the shed that's parked on the concrete pad where that grain bin's going to go.
That's
And
a
then we have
problem
to
with
figure
every
out-
job. In order to do one job, you have to do 6 more before it.
And you have to figure out where that shed's going to go.
Yeah, we're gonna use that for pigs, I think.
Really? I thought you'd make it big enough to put the lawnmower in.
No,
Just widen the door a little so you can drive the
Pigs.
lawnmower in.
pigs.
Piglets?
Pigs.
Piglet pen?
Just pigs. Pigs in
Piglet
general.
house?
Look at that pile.
It's a very nice pile of
It's a
hay.
huge pile. Serious business. Well, the hay is done.
Yes.
2023 is completely done. Moose, come here, buddy.
And in about an hour, it'll be literally in the book because you're going to write it all down.
It will. So we had roughly 420-ish bales, give or take. I haven't written it in the book yet, so we haven't added it up. But all wrapped hay this year. It's a little different.
Wrapped hay. No, you've got 3 bales there, but that's pig hay.
We
so-
don't, yeah. Well,
We
I
don't
won't
really
even
count that.
tell you what I put that in the book as. So in the book we write the quality of the hay, whether it's dry, silage, good quality, whether the hay looked good, first
second
cut,
cut.
second cut, third cut.
We got third cut this year, which
We
hardly
did,
ever
yeah.
happens.
No, we got quite a bit too. And yeah, I put it in as pig hay. With the description wasn't very good, but yeah,
There
it
were
was,
words.
There was words. But anyway, that was really weedy junk hay, so it's good for pigs, and that's all. So There was 5 bales. That was it.
5.
Everything else got wrapped.
A lot of feed, a lot of good quality feed. The second and third cut.
Yeah, the first wasn't very. Oh, we had that early first cut was really good. That we got in right around Memorial Day that week, and then there was 4 weeks of rain, and we never put up any hay. Yep. And then by July 4th, roughly, 1st of July,
started all over.
It's done.
Yes.
We can park all the equipment. We're gonna have to tarp it this year because our equipment shed has bit the dust.
Yeah, and the new one didn't quite get constructed.
No, that won't get done this year. That was the other good thing. Is that new wrapper? I think it saved us a lot of wrap because it counts the.
Yeah.
So there's no.
Well, I wouldn't say there's no losing track of. There was one really well wrapped bale today. I might have been paying attention to you and not the counter. It had 3 extra wraps on it.
Yeah. But anyway,
but overall,
I think it saved wrap.
Yep.
For sure. So that saved us some money by spending a ton of money. We saved a little bit of money.
Yeah, it'll pay off though. I think that the grabber that we got, it's already paid for itself because we were able to stack all this hay.
Yeah. Can you imagine how much space this would have taken?
So much space, and we would have had to put it places that would have been difficult to get to. That's like wet ground, not ideal for driving the tractor on. Right behind us.
We put that dry hay 2 years ago, and it was just. Ugh.
It's all rutted up, and you know you're hoping you can get in and out in the spring when it's muddy.
Just over in my pile of hay.
Gazing.
It is. Work of art.
It's the end. Heather's driving. It's the end.
Heather's driving. It's the end. It's also the end of the video. So that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Hopefully. The grabber. The grabber 2000.